Hi everyone, this is MD NOOR and welcome to the Creativity channel. Today I'll show you how to create realistic water reflection using water ripple effect. And for today's video, we'll be using this image. And I'll put this image download link in the description box or comment down below. You can download this image from there. So let's get started. After downloading this image, then open the image in Photoshop and then select the rectangle marquee tools and select the area that you would like to use for reflection. For an example, I want this much and then press Ctrl J on the keyboard to copy it. Then zoom it out and select the crop tools and then just increase the size of this canvas a little bit. So I'm making it a little bit taller like this and then press enter on the keyboard. Then select the layer, the one that we have copied, and then press Ctrl T on the keyboard and right click inside the transform box and then select flip vertical. So we have to flip the image vertically. Take it down and place it exactly on the place from where you would like to start the reflection. So I would like to start the reflection exactly from here. And if you place it correctly, then it will already look like a reflection here, you can see. And then we'll convert this to smart object and then we'll go to filter and then we'll go to blur and we'll add here motion blur. So if we add here motion blur, then it will look like a little bit water, it's look like this reflection on the water because water is always in motion. So that's why we're adding here motion blur. So when you're adding motion blur, make sure to use 90-degree angle here. If you see that there's any other angles or any other values are there, so just change it to 90-degree. And here I'll be adding the motion blur on the basis of the requirements basically. And now how you can understand that how much you have to add is depend on the image and the resolution of the image. Now here the image that we're working on, basically the image have high resolution, so for that I'm adding a little bit extra motion blur so that it will look realistic, this much, and then I'll click on the OK button. So now you can see I have added the motion blur and already it's looking like water. Now after this, then to make it more realistic and exactly look like a reflection, now we have to add here water ripple effect. And this water ripple effect, you have to create yourself. And I'll show you another full process how to create the water ripple effect. To create the water ripple effect, go to File and then take a new file. Basically, you have to create a new file. And then here the size will be 600 by 1000 pixel. So remember the width have to be smaller than the height here. So then make sure to take 72 resolution and then click on the create button. And then here you can see the document. And then first you have to apply the black color to this background. So you see here at the foreground, I already have the black color. So I'll press Alt or Delete to apply the black color. And then we have to add noise to this background, this black color background. So to add the noise, go to filter and then noise, and then from here select add noise. Now here the amount have to be maximum, so make sure to select 400% of the maximum amount, and then here you have to select uniform and then make sure that your monochromatic is turned on from here, and then click on the OK button. And here I have added the noise, and then you can see here the noise that I have added here is very sharp, so we have to make it a little bit blur. To make it this noise a little bit blurry, so we have to add a little bit Gaussian blur to this noise background. So go to filter and then blur and then select Gaussian blur. So from here we're going to add the Gaussian blur. So we're going to add a very little amount from 1 to 1.5. That's maximum I would suggest. So I'll be selecting 1.1. For me, I think that's enough. Or you can select 1.2 or 1.3. So I think that would be enough. I will be selecting 1.2 maybe, and then click on the OK button. And now you see that now these noises are not that sharp. It's now a little bit blurry. And then you have to go to the channel panel. From here, just beside the layer panel, you can see here the channel panel. Just go to the channel panel, and from here we know that we can see the channels separately. This is the RGB and that's the red, green and blue channel. From here you have to select the red channel, and then you have to go to filter, and then you have to go to stylize and then emboss. We're going to add some emboss to it. So just follow the setting. Here you have to put 180-degree, and then here the height will be 1 pixel and then the amount will be maximum. So make sure to follow all this setting and then click on the OK button. And then after that, select the green channel and then go to filter, and then from here go to again stylize and then emboss. And from here, this time I'll be using 90-degree angle, and other will be the same. The height will be 1 pixel and the amount will be 500%. And then click on the OK button. Just make sure to use 90-degree in the green channel and click on the OK button. This is how you have to add the emboss. Then select the RGB channel from here. Make sure to select the RGB channel so that you can see the image again. And then go back to your layer panel. And then here, what you have to do, now you have to convert this background into a normal layer. So double click here and then click on the OK button to convert this background into a normal layer. And then you have to zoom it out a little bit like this and then press Ctrl T on the keyboard. And then now you can see the transform box. Now inside the transform box, right click and select perspective. And then click any of this bottom right or left corner and then click and drag. And then when you're dragging, make sure that you're dragging till 85 degree. And you can see here in the mouse showing that how much I'm dragging and what is the angle I'm using here. So I have to drag till 85 degree. Here you can see. You can also move it a little bit and then again you can drag, and until you see that it's 85, keep dragging like this. All right, now it's 85. Here you can see almost. All right, that's perfect. Then we'll press enter on the keyboard. Then now you see it's already looking like water. Then what you have to do, you have to then flatten the image, basically this layer. So just right click on this layer and then you have to select flatten image. And now it's done. So this is how you have to create the water ripple effects. So then go to file and save this water ripple effect as PSD to anywhere you like. So for an example here, I'm naming it effects and save it in PSD format. So here I put the name effect and then I'm saving it as PSD. So make sure to save it in PSD format. That's what you have to do. You must have to do this or else it will not going to work. So you have to must save this file as PSD format and then save the file and then just go back to your previous image. That's the one. So here we're going to put in this reflection part basically this effect that we have created. So here you can see that's the reflection, and here select the layer of this reflection and then go to filter and then distort, and then from here select displace. And after selecting the displace, here you can see there's like a horizontal scale and vertical scale. So this is the amount that you can actually customize. So on the basis of the requirement, after applying the water ripple effect, then you can change it. So first let us start with 40, 10 and 40. So here we'll use horizontal scale 10 and the vertical scale 40, and then we'll click on the OK button and make sure to follow the settings here. Everything that you see, make sure it's the same, and then click on the OK button. And now here you can see this is the ripple effect that I have created, and wherever you saved it, just select that file from there and just have a look. Now it looks like water. See the magic. Just if I turn on off this displace, have a look. That's before and that's after. So you see this is already looking like real water. And to increase or decrease the amount, so what you can do basically, maybe you after applying the ripple effect, if you feel like that you'd like to add a little bit more waves to the reflection, so what you can do, you can simply double click here in the displace. You know that we have applied this distort and displace effect, this water ripple effect to the smart object, so that it's actually applied to the layer mask. So that's the advantage that we have. If we have that in the layer mask, so we can actually customize it at any point. So here just double click in the displace, and then here we can change the value. For an example, let's put here 70 and click on the OK button, and then again select and see the changes. Now you see it's more waves added to this reflection. So I think this is too much, but if you find it better and if you like it, then you can keep it. But for me, I think I'll be using 50. I think that would be better for me for this image. And I'll click on the OK button and select the effect one more time. And now I think that looks much better. Then to make it look a little bit more realistic, so now we'll be adding a little bit shadow to the edges from where the reflection is started, so that it will going to add a little bit depth, and so that it will feel like that from there maybe this mountains went down and from there the river started. So that's why I'd like to add that depth here from where the reflection is started. So for that, first I'll create a new layer, and then we'll select the gradient tools, And from here, make sure to select this reflection. So basically we'll be using here reflection gradient. And then exactly to the point where you have started this reflection. So just here, hold on the shift button and apply the gradient like this. And now it will look like this. Now after that, change the blend mode of this gradient basically to multiply like this. After that, now you have to decrease the opacity to probably 25% or 20%, whatever you feel like is best for you. And now you can see that depth. If I turn on off this, and now you can see the depth. Now I think I have to take it down a little bit. So for that, just select the gradient tools and then take it down here like this. Now see the change. So I have added a depth here. So now it's looking more realistic. So that's what I want. It's perfect. And then after that, so in the water, the color that you see here of the reflections, basically the color in the water of this scenery, basically the color is same, but reflections colors are always a little bit less colorful, and the main image is supposed to be more colorful. The intensity of the color is supposed to be more there. So I'm going to increase the saturation of this main image top here. So for that, select the background, and from here, click here and select from here vibrance adjustment layer. So I'll be using here vibrance. So select the vibrance adjustment layer, and then from here I'm going to increase the vibrance from here, and have a look. When I'm increasing it, you see here I have actually increased the saturation in a smarter way by using the vibrance basically. So with this hue and saturation also I can increase the saturation, but there is a difference, and I'm going to create a video on this, that what's the difference between this vibrance and this saturation. But look at here the result. If I turn on off this vibrance, before and after, just look at here. So you can see the color before and after. So I have applied this color exactly to this top image here, to the main image, and not in the reflection. So that's what you have to do. And here you can see that's the result. So following this process and these steps, you can actually create the water reflections, and that will look much realistic. And with this technique, now you learn that how to create the water ripple effects, and also how you can create your own effects. And I believe that now once you'll create this image and you're going to follow the same steps as other image and create some other water reflections, you're going to love it. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you like the video, please subscribe to the channel and like the video, leave a comment, and your one like will motivate me even more to create this type of video. Thank you. See you in the next video.